What is up again? Today we're talking arms, triceps in specific. This is one of the movements that I really like to emphasize on because it's probably one of my favorite tricep exercises. It probably is my favorite tricep exercise. And I'll explain the difference between this one and the more similar type exercise that's commonly done. So this is straight bar push downs, and these generally activate. The reason why I like them is because the pump you get after doing a set of these is pretty amazing compared to any other tricep exercise, specifically because it hits the whole tricep, but it emphasizes most on the short head. Short head being the outside of the tricep on the side. Long head's in the back. Now, what emphasizes on the long head would be rope push downs. Rope push downs specifically because when you bring those elbows in, here we go with the elbows again, right? When you bring those elbows in at your side and you push down, it's going to activate the back, the long head of the tricep. On these, the key to these, and the reason why I like them is because you bring the elbows out, right? As the elbows go out, you're really going to activate the outer head of the tricep. And what I like about them is you could really throw some weight on. So you get in this movement, you get a really good pump because of the fact that you could actually, this is one tricep exercise you can actually throw some weight in, because when you do them, you want to lean forward just a little, really getting on top of the weight. Now, you'll notice in the movement, when you see in the content that I'm putting out, you'll notice I get up on top of it, as opposed to when you're doing ropes, you lean back and you bring the elbows back. On the ropes, you're coming back like this and extending if you have a long enough rope. On push downs, you're bringing the elbows out and you're actually involving some chest. That's how you're able to put up a heavy amount of weight, because it's almost a compound movement. You're almost doing chest and triceps. You're getting a little bit of both, but these, you'll notice, just bring those elbows out. For me, I bring my nose right to the cable. So as it's passing down, you'll notice my nose, I could actually feel it rub my nose from time to time because I'm bringing my body forward, and bring those elbows nice and out. Close grip. I like close grip personally. You can go wider if you want, but I prefer the close grip. So elbows out, lean, and just push. Contract at the end, nice heavy weight, and you'll notice those give your triceps a really good pump. Like I said, these ones pinpoint the short head of the tricep. Obviously you want to do a variety, so for me, I'll do one day, I'll do, maybe straight bar push downs. Another day I'll do the rope. Bring those elbows back, get that long head going. So you want a variety because you obviously want to build every part of the tricep, not just one. I remember growing up, me and my buddy, these were like the only tricep workouts we ever did. I think I like to do extensions, lying skull crushers. He never liked them because his elbows always hurt. So push downs was like our primary tricep exercise, and it worked out great. But back then we just didn't have the experience to know that we needed a variety. It's something that either somebody teaches you or you gain as you get older. So always in your workouts, you never want to stick to the same thing. I know thing is, we all get comfortable and we have our favorite things that we like to do. So we tend to want to do the same thing and be repetitive, which that's okay, but it is good to switch it up sometimes and hit that muscle from a different angle. That's bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is when you approach the muscle at different angles each time, hitting every little part so you get that definition that you're looking for. That's the definition of bodybuilding. So variety, you need variety. So tricep push downs on this one, yeah, elbows out. You'll see, just lean forward a little. You actually want to put the chest into it a little bit because you're going to throw up some heavy weight and just push down. And I'm telling you, man, the pump from these are fucking amazing. I love it. I love it. This is by far it is my favorite tricep exercise. So it's actually the equivalent to doing close grip, easy bar presses, like tricep presses, lying where you lay down. You take the easy bar, or you could take a bench and you bring the hands in close. on those, when I do them for chest, I bring the elbows in and I come up. On triceps, when I want to do them for triceps, it's the same motion as these push downs. You bring the elbows out and you come up with the close grip. It's going to go all to that tricep, you know, little inner chest, but it's going to really hit that long head, the short head. The thing about it is there's not a lot of short head exercises. Most tricep exercises hit that long head. They usually focus and activate the long. So this is really going to get that short head, which you're getting in a lot of your bench press and stuff like that too. But this one is really good for that. So try them out. Tell me what you think. You know, try and use my form. And yeah, that's about it for today. I'm still pondering what I want to do for music. So this is going to be a surprise, whatever I put on. But either way, enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay strong, keep it hardcore.
From which I just cannot awaken. Stand on the edge of your life. Just give me another moment from which I will never awaken. Stand on the brink of my own demise, falling again for another mistress of burden to idolize, hoping that one of them will decide to let me in. My mistress. To stand on the edge of the knife, cutting through the nightmare from which I just cannot awaken. Stand on the edge of the night, living in